What is happening, everyone? Welcome back to another video in my channel. So today's video I want to see if I can turn this Mac Mini into an AI employee. So I've been seeing videos going viral about people taking their Mac Minis and turning them into AI agent using a new open source tool which called OpenClaw. So basically they use their Mac Mini and they install OpenClaw on their Mac Mini, and it can literally access anything on the computer, no restrictions, no limitations, nothing. So obviously I'm not going to experiment that on my own computer, and I have had this Mac Mini just lying around for many years now that I don't use. So I said, why not just test it and see it for myself? So let's go over our plan really quick. So the first thing that I need to do is I need to wipe clean this Mac Mini to make sure it doesn't have any access to any of my real data. Now the reason for it is because I did see a lot of security issues and people mentioning that you don't want to give this access to sensitive information. So I will be rebooting this Mac Mini completely. I do also need to get myself an HDMI cable because I don't have one, and then simply go ahead and set it up on my desk. The second thing will be installing OpenClaw on our Mac Mini. We also want to make sure that we configure it and give it access to the tools that we want it to use. Next, we'll be running 3 different experiments. So basically I want to put it to the test and actually see if that can, replace an employee or a virtual assistant, and it actually brings value to my business, or maybe simply just a hype, a new AI hype that is going around YouTube. But if it's actually, half decent of what people are actually showing in videos, that can be very powerful. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So first I want to buy an HDMI cable, and then got home and started setting up my Mac Mini. Alright, so the Mac Mini has fired up. It didn't fail me. I thought maybe after so many years it's not actually going to work, but as you can see, it's firing and it's looking pretty nice next to my actual new Mac Mini. It's completely wiped out, so it's clean Mac with nothing on it. As you can see, these are the stats of the current Mac Mini that I'm using. It's not really optimal because most of videos that I watch, they're using the newer versions of the Mac Mini, and although it doesn't has the best specs, I'm pretty sure it's going to be good enough for this test. Alright, so it's currently next day. Yesterday it took a little bit too much time to reset my Mac Mini as well as updating all the software. Today we're going to install OpenClaw on my Mac Mini. So basically what to keep in mind, we have main 2 things that we need to do. First is going to be selecting the language model, which will be the brain of this AI agent. In my case, I will be using ChatGPT because I already have an active subscription for it. And the second thing, we'll be choosing the messaging app that will be communicating with this AI bot. Most people use something like Telegram or WhatsApp. And lastly, there are a few more things to set up based on your own business and personal preferences, but that's pretty much it. A few things I want to mention before we move forward. What do you want to do on the Mac Mini that will be operating your OpenClaw account? You want to make sure that you create a separate Gmail account, and basically you create all the different accounts that you need separately, so it's not going to be actually linked to your real emails and different accounts for different services and tools, because like I said, we don't really know yet what will be the consequences of giving this AI agent to completely control my computer without holding back anything. So just wanted to drop this quick safety note. All right, so OpenClaw now is finally installed, and as you can see, I also added another screen over here so we can actually see if it does something while we watching and exactly how this entire thing works. I did set up Telegram to be my messaging app, and I call this AI assistant Mike. So now basically what I need to do is I need to brain dump anything about myself and about my business, my desires, my goals, so it will have the best context about myself, and then we'll start running our experiments and see if it actually helps or not. Hey Mike.
2 hours later.
Alright, so I went ahead and brain dumped everything that I could about myself and my business to my AI assistant Mike, and now I'm just going to see what it comes up with, and then we can go ahead and start our experiments. Alright, so the first experiment is I want to see where my business is leaking and losing money. Now if you're like myself and you pretty much talk all day long with ChatGPT, or if it's something else like Claude, basically those AI models already know so much about you. So instead of me trying to just putting all the information, I can simply ask ChatGPT to generate me a prompt, which it basically will include anything about my business and will detail exactly what I want to accomplish. So basically all I have to do is to copy this prompt over here and paste it into the chat with Mike. So I'll go ahead and copy this and then simply put it over here and then hit send, and let's see what comes up. All right, so the first thing over here, it's a very valid point. So essentially I have over 1,000 people in my email subscribers list, and it's pretty warm list, but I actually don't do anything with it. Now, the next thing that it did recommend me is to create some kind of like a step-by-step guide that basically explains my clients, all about my services and how they work, which I already have on my website. So it's a good valid point, but I already have this. Next, it gave me an idea for a video about my topic that is pretty good, and this is actually my last video that I created about my setup. Okay, so overall the advice is like a lot of things like in theory, which it's fine. However, now I want to put that to the test, and I wanted to actually do stuff itself, which takes me to experiment number 2, and this is going to be content research on YouTube. So I want Mike to go ahead and find me what will be the best next video to upload on my channel. So with that as well, I've already have a prompt that I generated with ChatGPT, so I'm simply going to copy and paste it into my chat with Mike. I'm also going to show you my actual display screen to see what it actually does, if it actually goes and opens YouTube tabs and, you know, research some different channels and different videos before it actually returns an answer to me. So let's go ahead and dive in. All right, so once more I will go ahead and copy this prompt over here and then paste it and hit send. Okay, so it says that it will research that live, which is great. So I actually wanted to see if it actually does anything on the computer and how exactly does it do the research. Okay, it has been running for a couple of minutes, but nothing still actually happens. So I don't know, maybe it takes a while. Okay, so as you can see, it did return some results with quite a lot of details. I'm not sure exactly if these details are actually correct or not. We will double check that. But basically what I'm disappointed about is that I didn't see anything happens on my actual computer. So I don't even know based on what it actually did the research. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to ask Mike how exactly did he get this information, and if he can actually go ahead and open YouTube on my computer and start doing this research live in front of my eyes. Yo Mike, please let me know, how did you come up with these results? Like, how did you do the research? And let me know if you can actually open YouTube on the computer and do this research live in front of my eyes. Okay, there you go. Alright, so it's actually now opening the videos that it did mention before. I mean, honestly, like looking at it, it's pretty cool. The fact that I just put like a message into Telegram and then it like completely controls my screen, it's actually a little bit scary, but it's also very powerful. All right, so overall I did expect maybe something a little bit different happening on my computer. It's not clearly how does it get all the information yet, but overall it did get the job done. So we have all the information about the videos that it did find, and it actually gave me some video ideas with explanations why would it work, with the hook, with the thumbnail idea, the target audience, and also some ratings of difficulty and value, which is actually really great because making videos is quite difficult already. So knowing that I create content that I know that already works well on YouTube, that is going really to help out and make sure that I put my time into the right videos that will actually help people and will get views. All right, so let's move on to experiment number 3. Now in this time, I don't want to use the prompt that I already have ready. I want to simply record myself saying it like, hey, just build me a weekly newsletter that will help keep my subscribers list engaged, also provide some value, and also link to my offers. And overall, I wanted to be able to actually monetize and make money out of my email list. So this is going to be a recurrent task, not just a one-time off. So let's go ahead and tell Mike exactly what to do. Hey Mike, so remember that I told you that I have over 1,000 subscribers email list. What I want you to do right now is I want you to create a weekly newsletter that will provide value to my subscribers as well as monetizing this email list. I want you to build something that will be weekly and that will most likely make me actually money from that email list. Go ahead and build me that right now. All right, so it basically said that it already built everything for me, like a 12-week plan is a newsletter system. So let's go ahead and open it up and see what type of emails did it come up with. Okay, so this is an example of the first email that will be sent in the weekly newsletter. I will also make sure to drop it over here so you can go ahead and read the full thing. I would would say that the quality of the email is pretty good, but in my opinion it's way too long. So it does provide real value, and it did write a very high quality and specific email, although I just gave it like a very simple 80 seconds voice message prompt, and it did a really good job. So after running those 3 experiments, I want to give like an overall rating about OpenClaw and if it's actually going to create massive value to your business or it's simply overhyped. So in my opinion, currently it is extremely powerful in the productivity and how fast it can execute stuff. So finding those video ideas, listing me all the videos that it did research about with the details of the amount of views, amount of subscribers this channel has, like this will take me hours of research to accomplish what Mike was able to do like in like 3 to 4 minutes. So this is actually incredible, as well as creating my weekly newsletter system. So the main 2 things I liked about it is, first, the details and how specific the emails are about my niche are actually incredible. I will not come up with so specific emails like Mike did, with very short instructions and information about my business, and also the speed that this was done is absolutely amazing. Now obviously these are still not life-changing workflows, and it's very far from actually being super productive and actually making me money, but I will definitely keep experimenting with Mike and see exactly how far can I push it and what else can I do. If you want to see more about this, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you have any experiment idea that I can run with Mike, just make sure to drop it in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and until the next one, peace.
Pop in, burning like this, ain't checking my wrist. Third is my shift. Rolling all night like flex, we look at the clips.